Plenty of leaves out here I need to mow up. Been waiting for the ground to get kind of dry. Been awful rainy and wet here lately. I drive around when it's muddy out here, my zero-turn lawnmower just tear up the yard. Getting on towards sunset, making my little dump run, gonna pick up some lottery tickets. So I might have to stop this film when I start driving into the sun here in a minute. I had a subject I was gonna talk about, and it has eluded me. I don't know if I'm getting feeble-minded or my mind just ain't working right. You ever have that situation come up, you think of something, or you remember something, oh yeah, I'm gonna take care of that, and then 30 minutes later, you know there was something you wanted to do, but you can't remember what the heck it was. Am I the only one that does stuff like that? I think my mind functions properly, but you just don't know nowadays. I guess that's why I say some people can get feeble-minded or weak in the brain. I don't know. I can't think of the word right now. Alzheimer's. But I seem to get through my daily chores every day. I manage to remember enough things to do. The sun's shining so bright in my eyes I can't even see the cars coming. I sure hope they stop when that light changes. All I can see that's all I can see. Actually, the camera probably can see better than I can. I'm pointing the camera at the sun, thinking that it's blinding the camera just like me, but that might not be true. Ease up to this intersection and wait for the green arrow to turn left. I just missed it. I think they changed the timing on this light quite a bit. We had to stop here yesterday for like 5 minutes. All this forested land you see on the left makes it look like we're way out in the country. And we are 6 miles out from Griffin. But the owners of that land over there has been hoarding it for several years, waiting for the airport to be built. And they're in the process of approving everything for the airport now. So, they're already building warehouses and stuff up there towards town. On the left, they've cleared quite a bit of land. But all this land right here on the left, they kept it what's the word I'm looking for? Undeveloped. And I see a for sale sign right over here on the left. That whole corner there is for sale now. It would be nice to see a shopping center or something out this way, but we don't have to drive 6 or 8 miles to town, but that's not likely to happen. Sometimes right in this area here, a deer will run across the road in front of me. Came real close to hitting him a couple times. Not too long ago, we were coming down McDonough Road, coming from the other direction. And it was nighttime, I was driving. And something attracted my attention. I got my headlights on, but something was moving out there just beyond my lights. So I was moving pretty fast. I put on the brakes. My wife said, "What are you stopping here for?" But by the time I got stopped, I damn near hit a horse. He was standing right in the middle of the road. He was dark colored, and just the fact that he moved a little bit is what attracted me in time to see him out there. I saw a car that hit a horse some years back up on Austell Road out of Atlanta. And they hit the guy hit the horse. The horse came through the windshield and killed him. You gotta be real careful with your driving. If you got any doubts about something out there, slow down and drive careful. Just like when it's raining, some of these people think, oh, my car won't slip and slide and hydroplane. I'm just gonna race down this damn road. I've got such fine brakes. Famous last word. There's a lot of people pushing up daisies for that reason. They got too sure of themselves. Well, it still eluded me as to what I wanted to talk about. So this ain't gonna be too great of a vlog today. Later on I'll think of it. It's cool today, but the weather's pretty nice. I mean, it's not, it could be a whole lot worse, I guess that's what I mean. It's proven no gas gets better mileage. Chevron Techron. Well, that's probably true. I bet no gas gets worse mileage either. Sometimes a statement is all in how you present it. If you don't believe me, just listen to some of these commercials on TV. They talk to you for 5 minutes and they ain't said nothing that makes any sense. Today I got my lottery tickets for the next couple of drawings. I won $4 because I guessed the Powerball the other night on Mega Millions, the Mega Ball. So I traded it in for 2 quick picks right there for tonight. Then I bought 5 quick picks for 5 numbers for tonight that I replay every time. And then I got, that was Powerball, this is Mega Millions. Powerball for the tomorrow night, or whenever the next drawing is. Sign over there says firewood, $4.99 a bundle. You know what? I need to cut me some trees and go in the firewood business. That bundle has got maybe 5 pieces of wood in it. They ain't very big. Might as well figure $1 a piece. That's a mighty expensive fire. I could put me some wood out there and say firewood $2 a bundle and compete with him. That's the American way, ain't it? Competition. And there's people that'll pay it just so they'll have a fire. I'll just go out and cut my own wood. One of these days I'll go down to the land I own and make a couple videos down there. We got right at 6 acres down High Falls Road. It's all grown in woods. Might be a good day to do a good video one day to do a hike in the woods. But I got my hands full just clearing this land right here that I live on, so ain't likely to be clearing any down there. Got some pine trees down there and you can't even reach around. They're pretty good size. I ought to get some timber company to come in and cut them down. Old Doc Inc. down in Florida asked me, did I find the nest of those ants I was spraying? And with leaves that thick on the ground, not much chance of finding them. But I actually think they're in the trees around here. The trees, the sap from the trees attracts them. I need to do some landscaping and get me some dirt hauled in here to fill these ground up around where all the tree roots are sticking up. It's impossible to drive my lawnmower through there. But I'm definitely going to get out here in the next few days and chop up some of these leaves. Many of my viewers may have seen my cedar trees out here, and I've probably mentioned it before. That one's getting so tall, I'm beginning to wish I hadn't planted it so close to the house. There's one down there beyond that maple tree. There's two growing right over there, past the oak tree. I dug those cedar trees, red cedar trees, up in the woods when they were about a foot tall one day when I was out working for the railroad. I dug them up with a shovel, brought them home, dug a hole in the ground, stuck them in there. And they grew like weeds. That oak tree right there hadn't finished shedding all its leaves yet. I dug that up in the woods, and it was about 4 feet tall. Brought it home and planted a big old red oak tree too right over there, but it didn't make it. But that oak tree there sure made it. It makes more acorns than you would ever imagine. Another problem there is I planted it too close to the power line and too close to the driveway. Power line company comes by here about once a year, cuts the limbs back where they're growing out over the power line. While I'm talking about bushes and trees, those by the driveway right there were little shrubberies that grow around your house here. Red tips, you call them. You can buy these little red tips, shrub bushes, planted around your garden and area. I had 4 of them, and when I built my house, I dug them up and transplanted them down there. They had been living here a couple of years already. They have grown completely out of sight. I've trimmed them back several times, but those are nothing but little red tip bushes. To think when I moved on this property, it was nothing but cow pasture. Now I can't keep the trees from growing on it. Trimmed my hedge bush back, azalea bush back quite a bit this year. I think it's going to look nice next year. That's all I got for you today, my friends.